Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be considering what's more reliable, the iron sights on your pistol or the optic. Okay, and usually people's like, well, you know, the battery is never going to fail on your iron sights. But yeah, but look what happened. It fell off today. Okay, so I originally put these iron sights on this gun about 3 years ago when I built this, along with this optic. And I had Loctited, right? When I put that front sight in there, I put Loctite on it. And this thing's up to about 15,000 rounds, right? So it took about 15,000 rounds for that Loctite to break free and for me to lose the front sight, which kind of sucked because it was a true glow, glow-in-the-dark type of night sight. And I lost it somewhere out here in this gravel, which I will never find in the gravel. So that kind of sucks. But what I decided to do is, rather than replace it, and I do have other ones I can replace it with, I just decided to take the wrist sight off and just keep the gun like this. And here's my experience now with this gun, right? 3 years. The iron sight failed me, right? Because that fell off. The optic is still going strong. That's the original optic that I put on this gun. You know, it's got a couple of scratches and dinks on it. But it's still good 3 years later. I have noticed that on a lot of times when I go to remove, not in this specific pistol, but a few times when I went to remove the optic, I had to hit it with a mallet to get it off, and that's because these slides have these bosses that insert into the optic that hold it in place. So it's really wedged in there. So just getting the screws out, you know, doesn't allow the optic to come off. You have to hit it with a mallet to get it off. So now you might say, well, how about the battery? Haven't I had to change the battery in the 3 years? And the answer is yes, I probably have. I don't remember specifically on this gun, but I'm pretty sure I have. But here's the thing. Normally when the battery's failing, it gives me the blinky. But there's also a solar panel, right? So if I've got any sunlight, I can, you know, even without the battery, I can run on the solar panel. Okay, so let's take a look through this optic. So this has the ACSS system, which kind of guides you to the center, right? So if I hold it all the way up here, you see the whole thing, the circle, the 250 MOA circle with the 10 MOA chevron. But when I hold it out, basically what happens is all you see is like the chevron, and then you use the outer edge to guide you to the center. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you guys something. I'm actually going to dim this down all the way so I can't even see. All right, so I can't see the optic at all, right? So right now I've got no sights on this gun, okay? And I'm standing here at about where am I? I'm at about 5 yards. Okay, your typical self-defense distance with no sights on this gun at all, okay? So I got plenty of hits. I mean, that might have been like 80% hits. So just with the muscle memory that I've developed about how to extend the gun and aim it, you know, even at whatever 5 yards here, I can still hit the target over there, right? It's about 2 foot tall by 1 foot wide. I can still hit the targets just because of my practice and my experience with the gun. You know, so it's not the end of the world if the optics fail on your gun in a self-defense type of situation. Okay. So the opinion that I just powered the optic back up. Okay. So the opinion that I have formed over the last few years of shooting pistols with iron sights and optics is that it's not a big deal if either one fails. In a self-defense type of distance, you can still shoot the gun and hit the targets, okay? Especially if you've been practicing to do it, okay? Like I have. I do practice. I have guns that don't have any sights on them. I just keep it blank, and I practice shooting those guns as well. And it's not hard. If you practice it a little bit, you'll pick it up right away. Usually within 1 or 2 magazines, you'll be shooting it just as well as I've been shooting it. But the point I wanted to make in this video, okay, is my real life experience shooting these guns, right? I got a gun here with like 15,000 rounds on it. The iron sights actually failed before the optic in the sense that the iron sight fell off the gun, and I've lost it. and that sucks because, like I said, it was like $60. It was a glow in the dark, true glow type of iron sight. It was like $60. There was a point when I was building these guns. It's like every gun that had to have, you know, optic with, you know, iron sights that co-witness and glow in the dark. And now my mindset is with any new guns that I build, I just put an optic on it. I don't even bother with the iron sights anymore. That's why with this one here, when the iron sight fell off, what I did is I just removed the rear sight. Right, so that's what I did with this gun. Rather than go and try to find a front sight to replace it, I just took off the rear sight. And actually, it's pretty cool because it gives me more of a field of view without having that rear sight on there. So that's the opinion that I have developed. You know, shooting these guns as frequently as I do, which is, if not every day, every other day, or every 2 days. You know, I mean, I used to be able to shoot every day. Okay. Lately, I've been doing some traveling, doing some other business, so I don't get to shoot every day. But I'm shooting 2, 3, 4 times a week at least, 5 times a week, you know. So I'm still doing lots of shooting. A lot of times I'm also training people, so I don't get to shoot myself. But I still get lots of shooting done. So with all the shooting that I personally do, that's the opinion that I've come to. Iron sights, not a big deal if you don't have them. As long as you have a good optic that has solar powered, with the battery backup, and particularly if it has this ACSS system that guides you to the center. Okay, so that's the opinion I have developed. Let me know what you guys think. I'll talk to you all soon. By the way, that's the Live Free barrel that I tried out in there. It's been holding up. A lot of times these barrels that have that are Cerakoted, what happens is the black paint comes off immediately on them. So I stopped using black colored barrels. I only use like stainless steel ones. But this one from Live Free, the color's been holding up pretty good. You know, if that's something that's important to you. Since I put this on, it probably only has probably about 2,000 to 3,000 rounds since I put this barrel on there. So it hasn't done the whole 15,000, but I can see that the color on this barrel is holding up pretty good. So I love this gun. I did a video on this. How I actually colored this myself with Rit dye. I have a video of it out there somewhere where I'm coloring this frame. This was an FDE frame originally, and I've got like 3 different levels of color there. I'll talk to you all soon.